Welcome back to Metroid Fusion. We're in Sector 1. Wasn't Sector 1 SRX? Interesting place to be. But where we are doesn't look like Sector 1. It looks like Tourian. Which is kind of an interesting... decision, I suppose. Because if SRX were meant to represent, like, Zebus or something, then it would make perfect sense that there is a Tourian area. But as it is, I'm not entirely sure why this area is here. Anyway, we are up here. There's a door down this way that I missed. Ah, there we go. Not quite. I can open that gate. Haha. I can't do anything about that. So we'll be back. That's another chunky gate. But you can only open it from the outside. So this doesn't strike me as an alternate entrance to this area, because if you get here, you could just enter. Instead, this would be stopping something from leaving. So anyway. Okay, I think it was this wall. Yeah. One nice charge shot. So at this point, what we are trying to do, we're in Sector 1, but we're in this weird Tourian-like area. We just escaped from a restricted zone that we didn't, but that got jettisoned into outer space. That was raising Metroids. So now we know there are probably Metroids on the station. We know there are at least 10 SR or SAX on the station. Which it really feels like we should have run into the SAX more than like 3 times if there's that many of them on the station. But anyway. And now we're here just trying to get back to civilization. So what are you? Okay, you just go away. And then there's guys down there. Give! Gimme. Gimme. There we go. So, these guys here, or this room, is... I mentioned a cascading sequence of events that genuinely, like, just put me in a fouler and fouler mood. This room was the next stage in that. Because what you have to do in order to exit this room is not actually kill everything. Man, they reform fast. If you kill all these things... you can aim low. If you kill all of these things and collect their parasites, they can't actually reform into these gold pirates. But if you kill them right, they do reform into these gold pirates. So I figured, okay, gold pirates are a lot like the other gold enemies we've seen in the game, who are immune to pretty much everything. Except Charge Beam. Except these guys are also immune to Charge Beam. Yep, everything. Yep, everything. So, how do you hurt them, then, if that's the case? And knowing an item was coming up soon, just like do this? Knowing an item was coming up soon, I figured, well, if I can't hurt them any other way, then maybe I'm supposed to collect that item first. And this is supposed to be a barrier until I get back to that. So I left, and I was here for like probably 10 minutes, trying to find another way to progress. I came back, I tried other creative ways to kill these things, like I tried shooting them in the back. Okay, maybe you can't shoot them in the back. Because they don't guard, they don't put up a guard on their front or anything. But whatever, I'll try whatever I gotta try. I tried shooting them in the back, and it dinked off of them. I guarantee this is another one of those, I tried something, and it was wrong for, like, a frame. Like, I was a frame too late or something, but I thought I did it, so I didn't try again. Just one of those, like, I could have sworn I did it, but I just didn't quite do it right, but internally, I was sure I did it right. And so I wasted a really long time when all you really have to do is shoot them in the back. With a charge shot, of course. And what I ended up with... There we go. And so I left. And I couldn't figure it out. Like, what you have to do in the end of the day is you have to shoot them in the back with a charge shot. And it's that simple, really. But because of weird, extenuating circumstances that just never quite worked right for me, even though I knew I tried it. And so I got stuck here. I got stuck here for probably 10 minutes. And eventually I said, is this it? I just can't do this. I can't beat this game on my own. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. So I opted to look up a map, because I figured maybe there's just a path I'm not supposed to go. And I found a map, I found a secret room that still wasn't progress, but I ended up fighting another gold pirate, and I eventually just sat down and said, okay, clearly I'm supposed to beat these things. And I tried everything again, and I eventually figured it out. It was like 20 minutes of cut from the video, and I left that in an obscenely sour mood. So, that was my story. That wasn't the end of my sour mooding, but boy was it a major contributing factor, mostly due to circumstantial events, because I had sworn that I tried to shoot them in the back, and I got nothing. Okay, so what happens, happens. I do like how in this room, the dudes that were in the floor of the upper room are in the ceiling of this one. Ooh, they're trying to reform into something, too. No. Ah, dang it. If you get close to them, they jump over you, which makes dealing with them a lot easier. I think another thought that I had was maybe they're supposed to be a representative of the, like Ridley's Elite Guards from Super. So I was trying to manipulate him to jump around and do something that would maybe make them vulnerable. I didn't have any luck with that either. I just had such a bad time with those things. And I don't even think it was anybody's fault. I don't think it was my fault. I don't think it was the game's fault. I think it was just weird circumstance that led to it. Okay, so I think this is where I'm supposed to go, so I'm gonna go back up. Now that I lost like 5 energy tanks dancing around with those guys, because I wanted to talk about them for a second. Ah, save room, nice. There's a save room right down there. Why is there a save room up here? I mean, sure, might as well. Save with my 5 missing energy tanks. Oh boy, there's our boss door. Give me that red, give me my 5 energy tanks back, and we can go in. And we can go in. And we can say hi. Now, we knew this was coming. We knew. Maybe you'd forgotten about it. But boy, that's a chilling sight to walk into. So, the secret I found with this fight, charge beam. Don't even bother with missiles. No. Just kind of stand in the corner. You take kind of the least damage in the corner. You still get wrecked. Now this is a good fight. I regret trying this with missiles like a dozen times. Because missiles just do not work. Your charge beam, once you get wave, does such an obscene amount of damage. Ooh, they got the Ridley music playing too. Good stuff. And there's our screw attack. Hey. So, yeah, I tried this probably half a dozen times with missiles, had no luck whatsoever. This is before I realized that not only how useful Charge Beam is, but how obscenely powerful Charge Wave is. Just stupidly powerful. With almost the same amount of energy, if not more, that I went into this fight with. No, I did not have that much because I refilled with the right X. So with almost as much health as I went into with this fight, never even came close to beating him with missiles. But like, Charge Wave, just kind of sit in the corners and Charge Wave him. He grabs you, just shake and keep shooting him. And it's not even a fight. This is a good Ridley, though. This is a good Ridley. They built up to it nice. You knew it was coming, though you may have forgotten about it. And you get here, and it's not just, oh, it's new X Ridley, or whatever. Like, they show you the original Ridley. And they show you that Ridley turn into the X Ridley, which I think they just call Ridley X, or something. Much like the SAX, I guess. But, so, good introduction, good work. They got the old music playing, they got the Ridley screech, just all good stuff. And, I'll add, a good Ridley fight, I feel like, should be brutal. There shouldn't be like an overarching gimmick, or, oh, I can just hang back and dance around moves in this particular order and wait for the opening to do this to open him up so I can hurt him. I've mentioned before I really like mechanic stance bosses. A good Ridley fight I do not think should be a mechanic stance. A good Ridley fight should be a brawl. Just the two of you beating on each other until one of you goes down. And man, this is a good Ridley fight. His whole body's a weak point, so you can just lay into him. He's huge, there's no easy way to get around him and, like, dodge all his moves, so you're just gonna get hit a bunch. Good Ridley fight. Good Ridley fight. And now that we have Screw Attack, it almost doesn't even matter. And we have Charge Wave, which is obscenely powerful, but really at this point we only need to Charge Wave things that we can't Screw Attack. Is there anything in there? There's this whole room over here. Gotta be something for this. No, I guess not. Can't do that. There's no holes in the floor. So I guess that's just there to show the bottom of those and bring back some gold pirates if you want. Let's see here. Save point up there, but we gotta go back this way anyway. Wait, can I just... So one thing Super did was it did not have screw attack blocks. All it had was... It had very few blocks, actually. It had bomb blocks, super missile blocks, and shoot blocks. And I think that was it. And bomb blocks could be broken by a lot of things, not the least of which was screw attack. So, it did make getting around a little bit easier because you had, like, columns like this that you had to bomb that you could just go and get through. Fusion instead added screw attack blocks. I'm not sure why the decision to not be able to screw attack through bomb blocks was made. Let's see here, save point, but let's go ahead and... Sure. But this game did add screw attack blocks, which are yet another means of progression and limiting progression. Which is not a thing Super had. Like, in Super, screw attack was not a progression item. It was just a you're obscenely powerful now item. And really, the only we've been seeing a lot of screw attack blocks over the course of the game, but honestly, those blocks are pretty much all just post-game blocks. That's good stuff, though. And, like, the X's are kind of drawn to you for some reason. Maybe it's just because you can move around and destroy things and get off screen so fast with the screw attack that the AI of the X's, which is kind of supposed to run away from you, is trying to catch up to you so it can run away from you, if that makes any sense. And where are we? Ah, I knew this was something. I never actually bombed these blocks, but yeah, I remember running by here and going, wait, no, this is something. This is absolutely something. This has to be something. You can see the lift rose up to do this. This has to be something. I don't think I even had bomb at the time, though. So I couldn't... No, I didn't have bomb, because I got bomb while I was in here. Did I get bomb while I was in here? No, I got morph ball while I was in here. No, I didn't. Charge beam? I got charge beam while I was in here. I don't remember when I got bomb. But yeah, I knew that was something, and then finally, at the end of the game, you come back, and here you are. And we've done it! That's explored almost everything, so now, ooh boy, Metroid eggs. Wonderful. But we're back in SRX. So all we have to do now is make our way back. I'm glad some of these blocks stay destroyed. Oh man, I should have gone back the other way. That's much faster. Instead, I guess I'm going back the long way. Because I looked at this room to my right and went, oh, I can just go up there. No, I can't. It's locked off. Well, it's not locked off. It's just that the room has that, like, second room at the bottom of it, which kind of fools you into thinking that it's like one room when it isn't. It's effectively two rooms. Oh boy, more Metroid eggs. Things are going great, let me tell you. That means the Metroids got out, too. We destroyed that thing. Metroids... Not all the Metroids are gone. Good news. Good news. Oh, so, I think one thing I wanted to mention very briefly is when you kill an enemy with your shot... Not what I wanted to do. When you kill an enemy with your shot, it's not the most satisfying kill, because it's hard to tell that they, like, died. There's no satisfying, like, when you actually kill them. They don't, like, explode or anything great. So I can, like, keep shooting at them after they're dead, and, like, I'll shoot a couple times after they die as the X is kind of going wiggly in and out, not entirely confident that they're dead right away. But once you get the screw attack, kind of wish one of these guys would have come back. Once you get the screw attack, that is a satisfying death. Just, you know, the instant you hit him, that guy is heckin' gone. Not gonna worry about a recharge room. Instead, I'm gonna take a pit stop right here in the save room. And I'm gonna say, until next time, everyone. We have very little of the game left, but also quite a bit.